is what we'll discuss in this particular session, which is Tata's takeover of Air India. The Air India, the Maharaja going back to the Tatas. Okay there, hello everyone and welcome to the GK series. We're continuing with another extremely interesting topic, guys. Something that all of us, all Indians, need to be proud of. A group that has redefined the way businesses work. It has redefined the thought process of if a particular investment is, under debt, we can still think about it as a business opportunity, as something that can eventually lead to profits. We are talking about none other than the Tata Group, all right? So it's a group that has been associating itself with a lot of business ventures in the recent past, and its conquest to get back what actually belonged to them is what we'll discuss in this particular session, which is Tata's takeover of Air India. The Air India, the Maharaja going back to the Tatas. All right. So if you are interested in knowing about this particular topic, because guys, ये बहुत important topic है, GD में आने के chances बहुत ही ज़्यादा है. So you have to ensure that you know whatever is happening in this particular deal when it pans out, when it rolls out in full-fledged manner. You have to be aware of multiple things associated with this particular deal. So, before we move on to the content, ensure that you take a pause, like the video, comment down below with your thought process on what do you think about the Tata Air India merger. Let us know and let's just have a meaningful discussion in the comment section so that every one of us can benefit from it. Let's move on. Let's start with the topic. Alright, as always, we'll start with a question. What is Tata's Air India deal? If you guys are already aware of it, certain nuances which you think are extremely important, jaldi comment section mein dal do. What exactly are you most proud of when it comes to the Tata's Air India deal? Or what is the biggest business learning opportunity that you can think about from this particular deal? So take a pause even before we move on to the video, because of course we'll be covering multiple things in this video. But एक pause ले लो पहले comment section में your thoughts को अच्छे से लिख दो. What do you think is the most important part in this particular deal? What is it that you are most proud of? What is the kind of learnings that you think you've gained with this particular deal? Alright, so with that being said, let's move on. Okay, let's just have some data, some background. All right. So, firstly, Tata Group ने जो ये acquire किया है Air India को, it's done through the subsidiary. What is the name of the subsidiary? The subsidiary name is Thales. All right. So, Thales के through Tata Group now owns Air India. When did this owning actually take place? It happened in on the date of 27th January 2022. Right? This is the date where the Department of Investment and Public Asset Management officially turned over the control of the airline to the Tata Group. All right. So dates are important. एक note बना लो अपनी book में, because it will add a lot of value. Next, what was the cost of the transaction? The cost of the transaction was rupees 18,000 crore. All right. The 18,000 crore transaction involves the winning bidder, that is Thales, taking over 15,300 crore in debt. That is the amount that they're taking over as debt when they take over Air India. All right. This is a significant step, guys. Why is this number important? It's because this is a significant step forward in the government efforts to rehabilitate the ailing airline over the years. All right. Couple of things additionally that you need to know about that. Air India was India's first airline, which was founded in the year 1932. Very important, guys. GK में भी ये question आ सकता है. First airline of India. What year was it launched in. It was founded in the year 1932. Before before being nationalized nearly 70 years ago, it embarked on a difficult voyage that threatened its economic survival. That's another part that you need to understand. Now, the government terminated the leases on the airline's 21 Dreamliners prior to the handover. Another important part that you can possibly talk about in your GD sections. All right, so let's move on to the next part of this video. Okay, now we're going to analyze this particular topic from multiple stakeholders. All right, the first stakeholder that we'll analyze is hame kya mil raha hai. What do the passengers get with this particular deal? Number one thing that we will all get is that it will have better, more efficient services, right? There are going to be improvements in the ticketing as well as operations, selection of food, beverages supplied on the Air India flight. So of course you're going to experience much better efficient services. On the personal front, I love traveling by Air India. It gives me a lot of comfort on carrying a lot of luggage, 25 kgs per person, and it's a really good feel traveling by Air India. But I'm sure with this merger, it's going to get even better. Second thing is that you will have better human resource practices. All right, the Tata Group is well known to be, the masters of human resource practices, and hence they will use the same knowledge to improve the overall service standards. But the question that arises is, will it still continue to be the official national carrier? The answer to that is no. Why? Because national carrier airline कब बनती है? नेशनल कैरियर एक एयरलाइन तब बनेगी व्हेन इट इज ऑपरेटेड बाय और ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट. Now in this case, after the Tata Group has taken over, it is no longer under the purview of the government, and because of that, it is no longer the national carrier. Alright, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys have made all the relevant notes that you had to make with respect to this topic. Ensure that you revise all of these notes before you go for the GD session. This topic is extremely important, guys. Likelihood of this being asked is quite high. So ensure that you read up on this topic a lot more and be prepared. All the best.